Just recently, I was feeling a bit down, and I have to say that my good friends really rallied around me. On top of supporting me, they also challenged me. And even in the midst of it all, I just found myself grateful and really feeling love and care for them. I mean, let's face it, sometimes it's hard to find good friends, especially when we get older. Think about it. All of our childhood, we are in a place where at least there's a potential for friendships, and it's called school. And then some of us go off to college, where sometimes we're away from family and things that are familiar, and we are all thrown in together with other people who are away from family and things that are unfamiliar. So that makes a perfect kind of common talking point. And then some of us keep going to school, and we get to meet people who have our common interests, that are striving to reach their dreams. Another good common point for friends. Which makes me think, do some of us just keep going to school for the friends? No, I know we don't spend all that money just to find friends. Once we leave these educational institutions, it can be a little bit trickier to find a good friend. Transitions and trials don't slow down, but it almost feels like the friendship well has dried up. Either we've grown apart, fallen out, we've gotten too busy, or maybe we fear that that other person has gotten too busy for us. And at the end of the day, we're just left with fewer really good friends, and many times feeling lonely. Is this resonating with anyone? So how do we find good friends? I think the search should start with defining what a good friend is to you. And that will vary depending on who you are. I can give my definition or my idea from my experience and experience of those around me. A good friend is someone with whom you feel like you can be your full self. It's someone that wants to know you. And it's someone that wants you to be the best person you can be. A good friend must be attentive, brave, caring, dependable. They must also be someone who's vulnerable, honest, and is willing to receive from you. Which brings up a really good point. To find a good friend, you need to be a good friend. And that requires more than giving. It also requires receiving. The receiving side of friendship has been something that my friends have been challenging me on. They've been challenging me to share, dump on them. And honestly, it is hard when you find yourself being defined by helping people to put down that role of giving. But it is just that, it's a role. It's not all of who you are. And you need more than just to give to other people. You need to be filled up. The fact of the matter is that if you don't have both giving and receiving in a friendship, it's not a friendship. It's a caregiving relationship, or at best, a mentorship. So where do you find good friends? Start looking around you, looking for those around you who are givers and receivers. And in addition to that, challenge yourself to be a giver and a receiver. And the friendship will show up. Now, I know that that's overly simplistic, but I don't have a lot of time, y'all. And regardless, it's still a good place to start. So I'm curious for you guys, what is your definition of a good friend? And what is one way that you'll challenge yourself to be the friend that you want in your life?